Henry. Today we're going to read Horrid Henry's Holiday. Shall we begin? Chapter 1. Horrid Henry hated holidays. Henry's idea of a super holiday was sitting in the sofa, eating crepes and watching TV. Unfortunately, his parents had other plans. Once they took him to see some castles, but there were no castles. There were only piles of stones and broken walls. "Never again," said Henry. The next year, he had to go to a lot of museums. "Never again," says Mom and Dad. The last year, they went to the seaside. "The sun is too hot," Henry roared. "The water is too cold," Henry reared. "The food is yucky," Henry groaned. "The bed is lumpy," Henry moaned. This year, they decided to try something different. "We're going camping in France," said Henry's parents. "Hooray!" said Henry. "You're happy, Henry?" said Mom. Henry had never been happy about any holiday plans before. "Oh, yes," said Henry. Finally, they were doing something good. Chapter 2. Henry knew all about camping from Mousy Margaret. Margaret had been camping with her family. They stayed in a big tent with comfy beds, a fridge, a cooker, a loo, a shower, a hidden swimming pool, a disco, and a great big giant TV with 57 channels. "Oh, boys," said Horrid Henry. "Bonjour," said Perfect Peter. The great day arrived at last. Horrid Henry, Perfect Peter, Mom and Dad boarded a ferry for France. Henry and Peter had never been on a boat before. Henry jumped on over the seats. Peter did a lovely drawing. The boat went up and down and up and down. Henry ran back to the forest between the aisles. Peter passed stickers in his notebook. The boat went up and down and up and down. Henry sat on the revolving chair and spun around. Peter played with his puppies. The boat went up and down and up and down. Then Henry and Peter ate a big greasy lunch of sausages and chips in the cafe. The boat went up and down and up and down and up and down. Henry began to feel queasy. Peter began to be queasy. Henry's face went green. Peter's face went green. "I think I'm going to be sick," said Henry and threw all over Mom. "I think I'm going to be," said Peter, and threw all over Dad. "Oh no," said Mom. "Never mind," said Dad. "I just knew this will be our best holiday ever." Chapter 3. Finally, the boat arrived in France. After driving and driving and driving, they reached the campsite. It was even better than Henry's dreams. The tents were big-ass houses. Henry heard the happy sound of TVs purring, music playing, and children splashing in sleep. The sun was shone. The sky was blue. Wow, this looks great, said Henry. But the car drove on. Stop, said Henry. You've gone too far. We're not staying in that awful place, said Dad. They drove on. Here's our campsite, said Dad. A real campsite. Henry saw the bar looking rocky ground under the cloudy gray sky. There were 3 small tents flapping in the wind. There were a single tap. There were fruit trees. There were nothing else. It's wonderful, said Mom. It's wonderful, said Peter. But where's the TV? Said Henry. No TV here, thank goodness. We got books. But where's the bed? Said Henry. No beds here, thank goodness, said Dad. We're going to sleep. We got sleeping bags. But where's the pool? Said Henry. No pool. We'll swim in the river. Where's the toilet? Said Peter. Dad pointed at the distant cubby. 3 people stopped waiting. All the way over there, said Peter. I'm not complaining, he added quickly. Chapter 4. Mom and Dad unpacked the car. Henry started and zoomed. Who wants to help put up the tent? Said Mom. I do, said Dad. I do, said Peter. Henry was horrid. We have to put up our tent? Of course, said Mom. I don't like it here, said Henry. I want to go camping in the other place. That's not camping, said Dad. Those tents have beds in them and loos and showers and fridge and cookers and TVs. Horrible, said Dad shouted. Horrible, said Peter. And how lovely, and we have such a lovely snug tent here, said Mom. Nothing more, just wooden paths and pools. Well, I want to stay there, said Henry. We're staying here, said Dad. No, screamed Henry. Yes, screamed Dad. I am sorry to say that Henry then had the longest, loudest, noisiest, shrillest, most horrible tangent you can imagine. Did you think that a horrible boy like Henry would like doing better than sleeping on a hard rocky ground in a sousy sleeping bag without a pillow? You thought wrong. Henry liked comfy baths. Henry liked crib scenes. Henry liked hot baths. Henry liked remarkable dinners, TV, and noises. He did not like cold showers, fresh air, and quiet. Chapter 5. Far off the distance, the sweet sound of loud music discerned towards them. Aren't we glad we're not staying in that awful noisy place? Said Dad. Oh, yeah, said Mom. Oh, yeah, said Peter. Henry pretended he was a boulder that had come to knock down tents and squash campers. Henry, don't budge a tent, yelled Dad. Henry pretended he was a hungry Tyrannosaurus Rex. Ow! Squeaked Peter. Henry, don't be horrid. Mom looked at the dark, cloudy sky. It's going to rain, said Mom. Don't worry, said Dad. It never rains when I'm camping. The boys and I will go and collect some more fireworks, said Mom. I'm not moving, said Horrid Henry. Will that mend the campfire? Henry played with his silver in loud as he could, thumping his time to the terrible music of a killable Rex. Henry, turn that noise down this minute, said Dad. Henry pretended he not to hear. Henry, yelled Dad, turn that down! Henry turned the volume down the tiniest volume. The terrible sound of a killable Rex could deaden the boom all over the quiet campsite. Campers arose from their tents and shook off their furs. Dad switched off Henry's CD player. Anything wrong, Dad? Asked Henry in his sweetest voice. No, said Dad. Mom and Peter returned, collect armfuls of firewood. It started to drizzle. This is fun, said Mom, slapping a mosquito. Isn't it? Said Dad. He was eating up some beans of baked beans. The drizzle turned into a downpour. The wind blew. The campfire hissed and walked out. Never mind, said Dad brightly. We'll eat our baked beans cold.